Hey there, explorers. Welcome to Curious Sparks, the show where we dive into the coolest, most exciting topics that you love, like monster trucks and yeah, even Barbie dolls. Yep, it's all here. So here's how it works. Each episode is like a mini adventure. We uncover fun stories, discover amazing facts, and honestly, just explore together. And, well, I'm your guide on this wild ride. You can call me Max Velocity. But wait, did you know? Curious Sparks is all about you. That's right. Every time you tune in, you're helping me on this journey of discovery. Isn't it cool to think of yourself as part of this adventure? So, ready to ignite that curiosity and dive in? Let's go. No holding back.
Hey there, curious minds. Have you ever danced under a sparkling, spinning disco ball and wondered, where did this magical thing even come from? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into the dazzling history of disco balls. The story starts way back in the 1920s. Yep, more than 100 years ago. Imagine this. People were looking for ways to make their big parties feel extra special. Enter the disco ball. At the time, they called it a mirror ball. It wasn't about disco music just yet. Those shiny spheres were all about casting sparkly reflections across the room, giving everything a dreamy vibe. Fast forward to the 1970s, and bam, disco balls as we know them totally took off. Can you picture it? Legendary clubs like Studio 54 lit up the dance floor with these huge, glittery disco balls spinning up above. I mean, it wasn't just about the lights, it was a total vibe, an aesthetic. Clubs used disco balls to create this magnetic, magical atmosphere that had everyone grooving. Now, let's talk about how these sparkly stars actually work. It's pretty cool. A disco ball is covered in tiny, shiny mirrors, kind of like little square tiles. When light hits those mirrors, it bounces off in every direction, making all those dazzling spots of light you see spinning around the room. It's almost like the ball takes one beam of light and turns it into a glittery party for your eyes. As a kid, I thought that was just the coolest thing ever. So one summer, I tried to make my own disco ball. I grabbed a foam ball, glued on pieces of old CDs. Yeah, those shiny discs people used before we streamed everything, and even wired up some tiny LED lights. Did it work perfectly? Not exactly, but it definitely sparkled in its own funky way. And that's the magic of disco balls. They're not just about reflection. They're about creativity too. You can experiment with different materials and even new tools like LEDs to bump up the wow factor. That's how these mirrors and lights totally revolutionize dance floors everywhere. All right, so let's think about this. What makes a disco ball so special? It's not just that it's shiny, it's how it works with music to create this, electric energy that pulls everyone in. Take disco and funk music, for example. Picture a packed dance floor with that funky bass line thumping and a disco ball spinning overhead. The lights are bouncing everywhere, making everything feel alive. It's like the music and the disco ball team up to say, hey, let's dance and forget about everything else for a while. Pretty cool, right? But it's more than just dancing. Disco balls kind of have this superpower. They bring people together. Think about it. Whether it's a wedding, a big party, or even prom night, there's a disco ball turning an ordinary event into something magical. It's like they set the stage for memories you'll hold on to forever. Have you ever seen photos of people smiling and dancing under a disco ball? It's almost like those sparkles capture joy, and they just toss it all around the room. Oh, and I bet you've seen disco balls in movies too. There's this one scene in Saturday Night Fever, you know, that old movie with John Travolta wearing a shiny white suit? It's probably the most famous disco ball moment ever. The way those mirrors light up the whole room while he dances, it's like the definition of the disco era. Honestly, it shows how even in stories, a disco ball can steal the spotlight. Okay, so we've talked about where disco balls came from, how they ruled the dance floors of the past. But what about now? I mean, are disco balls still a thing? Absolutely yes. These days, people are getting super creative with disco balls. Imagine a disco ball that works with smart lighting. You know, those lights you can control with your phone? Now the ball can glow and change colors to match the mood of your party. It's like next level sparkle. Totally awesome, right? And it's not just parties. Artists are using disco balls in all kinds of cool ways. In galleries, I've seen kinetic sculptures where the ball doesn't just spin, it moves on its own. Imagine walking into a room where the light's dancing across the walls, and the ball is moving to create different patterns. It's almost like a living work of art. Pretty wild when you think about it. What's even more fun is how disco balls are popping up in home decor. I've seen tiny ones hanging in people's bedrooms or even placed on shelves like little shiny trophies. It's like they've gone from just being party stars to becoming like lifestyle icons. You get history, art, and a little touch of glamour all in one. And guess what? There's this amazing company out there. Like these people are passionate about disco balls. They've been making them for decades, by hand, and their mission isn't just to, sell them. It's to keep the magic alive. They're crafting each disco ball with so much care, making sure that this tradition never disappears. It's kinda inspiring to think that even in today's high-tech world, someone's still putting love into every little mirror tile. Cool, huh? All right, my curious friends. I think we've spun this disco ball adventure to the very last sparkle. From their glittery beginnings to their futuristic designs, it's clear that disco balls aren't going anywhere. They're going to keep shining their light on history, art, and, well, all of us. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I've had a blast sharing this shiny story. Keep your curiosity spinning, and I'll see you next time on Curious Sparks. Bye for now.